Hi, I'm Joel. I'm the book writer and lyricist of The Emperor's New Clothes.
Hi, I'm Julian. I'm the composer of The Emperor's New Clothes. J and J.
There's a festival.
It was my first panto. I remember I resisted it for a while, and Ivan and Pam had to convince me and say, just give it a try. I must say, when I started working with Joel, his words really thrilled me, really tickled my ear. I think we approached it as a piece of musical theatre first, without the conventions of the pantomime.
This one was the first panto I sort of wrote from scratch. I was terrified going into it because the Wild Rice pantomime has a very rich heritage.
I think Ivan and Pam really took a chance on two new writers at that time.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful to them for giving us the freedom to come up with something new.
At the grand old age of 38, I really feel like it's quite a privilege to make children laugh.
Besides children also, I think the reaction of the adult audience, they get something completely different from the children.
I also feel really happy that this show is 10 years old.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
No.
We were in our 20s when we first started writing.
Hi, I'm Kai. I'm Nate. And we're...
I really set out to make it a bit lighter on its feet this time. I think there was just a lot happening in 2015 when we first made it.
We looked at it as a different show because so much time has passed. We are really responding to society today. And it's very different from 10 years ago. Joel really tightened the script up. There was a lot of subplots, a lot of character that you took out. We could only do things like this because 10 years have passed. And so we don't feel so attached to what we did 10 years ago. When they sent me the 2015 version, they said, hey, Julian, have a look at it to refer to it, and I refused to watch it.
Oh, really?
I didn't want to be influenced by what I did 10 years ago. Yeah.
I just read the script and I was like...
Yeah, we read it together last year in November, and then said, what was I writing?
Oh my god, it's kind of
cross.
wild to look back at a 10 years ago version of yourself and just cringe so much. Yeah, he really had a lot of things to say.
And the clincher is this, and it's quite hard to beat.
Working with Joel is a treat, really a joy. Setting his words to music is always a thrill to me. I'm really glad that The Emperor's New Clothes brought us together.
One of my favorite parts of working with Julian is when he sends the demos and he sings and he's got a beautiful singing voice. I had no idea how the final setting is gonna go, and then to hear the lyrics brought to life that way is always a joy.
Joel is a musician too. I think he writes with a very musical sense, and he appreciates the orchestration and he understands why I do certain things. So that is very lovely to have in a collaborator.
Most royal fashionableness, our glorious leader, Emperor Henry Lim.
What I love about The Emperor's New Clothes is that I think it's one of the most fully formed and perfect allegories ever written. There is a moment in the show where the whole audience is enlisted to trick the Emperor and to say that there is invisible cloth, there is cloth that we can all see. And there's something just so juicy and theatrical about that, and mischievous, and climaxes with this big lesson about learning to call things as they are. And I feel like there's so much wisdom in that story.
The Emperor's New Clothes is actually my favorite story of all time. Who knew that an old folk tale from the 19th century would turn out to be the most relevant and contemporary story that plays out every day? Every night when I do the show, I go home thinking about how, as we get older, it becomes more difficult to call out the truth sometimes, to say that the emperor is naked. As Ivan always quotes, theatre holds a mirror to society. I think The Emperor's New Clothes really exemplifies that, and I'm so honoured that Wild Rice has chosen it as the grand finale of the 25th anniversary season.
I can't top that. What if I say a thing you're going to put before him so that you can end the video on that?
Go ahead.